Pisces.
Hello everyone, I would just like to take a slight moment off the top here before we start our July forecast. I just want to thank you all for the inspiration you give me that again can hopefully be inspiring you. I would love to thank each and every country, but that would be a long list. We are now being viewed in 177 countries. So you know who you are when I thank you for that blessing and for you sharing these videos. And also I want to thank those of you that I've been able to touch in a personal level in our personal private readings. I want to say hello to all of you, and you know who you are. So let's take a look at what July is going to bring you. Hello Pisces, this is your July forecast for 2013. And this month is going to be quite exciting for you because we have this golden triangle in the skies here lighting up the water signs. So this will definitely be impacting you. We have Jupiter changing signs June 25th, moving in to Cancer, away from Gemini where it's been. It's been roaming around in your 4th house here for this whole last year. And now it's going to enter the house of Leo, which is the 5th house in the sign of Cancer. So what is this going to do for you? It's going to be a happy-go-lucky time. For a full year, you're going to have Jupiter here in this area, which is going to be expanding. More leisure time, you chasing your dreams, having fun, hanging more loops for the first time in 12 years. You've been working really hard as Jupiter has expanded all those areas of your chart, and now she's going to have a lot of fun. 5th house is all about having more time with your children, also spending time on your hobbies, doing the things that you never actually give yourself time to. So this is going to be great. But even more so, as Jupiter is here, she's going to be trining up with Neptune and Neptune dreams, and we know Neptune is endless. There's no, she's boundless out there, and Jupiter is so expansive and abundant. Put the two of those together, we're not just talking normal dreams and hopes and wishes, we're talking grandiose mega dreams coming in, and which can be great. But dreams with no anchor is nothing but a dream. It'd just be air castles. So the beauty of things this month is that Saturn has already then woken up here on the 9th and is now direct. He's been sleeping, he's been on the couch, doing nothing since end of January. But now that he is back on the board, he is a team player in perfect angle to Jupiter and Neptune. And he's the one who's going to bring your dream into reality, give it that anchor and chain that can really come in and transform it, make it real for you. So this will be between your 5th house, your 1st house, and your 9th house. So that tells me that your dream there in the 1st house, that's how you're presenting yourself out to the world and how you've been thinking about wanting to actually start reaching. Jupiter is going to come in and expand that field from the 5th house, making it more fun, making it jovial and attracting people too, not the least, that can come in and help you expand this area of your life. And whoever those people are coming into your life, they will be very good for you, supportive and loving. And you can just see how actually it's a blessing, not just in disguise, but where you're in many ways perhaps led to this very right person to make these things happen. And the effects of this union coming together will have far-reaching aspects because Saturn is up there in the 9th house for international communications and communicating, networking with people in other countries. Saturn will make sure that whatever contracts come together in this union will be very safe, secure, and written in stone. And this could be a long-lasting, over time, this can come together for a fantastic benefit for both of you or who of you. It could be also groups coming in. Because we see that here Pluto is opposing this 5th house. Pluto is in your 11th house. That's larger organizations. It's networking, socially, so forth. And Pluto's there to transform you over these coming years, step by step, slowly. And so when we have these planets here in this opposite house of it, actually it's like this flashlight bringing things into being. So you might feel that you're somehow under the microscope and being, what should I say, evaluated, looked at closely in the seams, whether you have what it takes to get where you need to go. But I am really positive about this month for you, because right after the 17th and 19th, when these are coming together, on the very next day, the 20th, Mars, of all planets, which could be anywhere else in your chart, happens to be, and of course there's never any coincidences, happens to come right up behind it here and create a trine to Saturn. And that will also be here from your 5th house up to the 9th house. And Mars right now is really, really active, just because this hope, dreams, wishes seemingly have come together just in these last couple of days. Mars wants to take action. Mars wants to start it right off the bat. The only caution I have for you, Pisces, this month is don't do anything as far as any contractual signing here before after the 21st, because Mars is doing this, really wanting you to jump off your chair, but Mercury is still retrograde until the following day, the 21st, and that is the worst time to sign anything, because it's just as the planet is turning, very, very volatile, just as it is when it turns retrograde, so it is when it turns direct too. Stay away from that, and at least wait a couple of days, and if you can wait to beginning of August, nothing is better. That may be hard, because I see how antsy you are, you're all geared up, and it's all this 5th house energy too, which is the energy of the sun in Leo, and Mars is Marsy. So my heart goes out, but I'm saying it because I care for you, and I'm here always looking out for you. If this dream now is coming together for you, it's not going to go away, okay? So it will linger and last for a few more days. So hang in there with your signature. Then we have the 22nd, we have the full moon, and this is going to be in your 12th house. So time for you to really take a day off and listen to what's going on. It's time to go sub within yourself, sub going deep, and tuning in to this Neptunian message of what is coming together for you, because this is harvest time for you. The full moon will always harvest our previous intentions. So look at what took place on the 8th. Look at what's here now and come together for you on the 22nd. And these harvests is not only from our last recent new moon intentions, but also from those intentions we've set earlier in previous months as well. Venus is going to move into the area of Virgo. For you, this will be in your 7th house. So partnerships is going to be important to you from this date onwards. Love and romance, absolutely. That is what Venus is about. And Venus also rules the 7th house, so it's like a double whammy. So you can see how things are going to pick up after that. And the 7th house is also those one-on-one partnerships and relationships and how we relate to one another. And that is going to be in a very generous way, in a very loving, caring way, which Venus represents. This will be followed when the sun also joins up a little bit later. It's going to be moving into Leo here on the 22nd, I believe. Yes, on the 22nd. So this was going to be in your 6th house, and this will also be touching onto this Venus before Venus moves into Virgo. So this will be a day here where the full moon also is quite active. Then we have the end of the month, Pisces. We have Venus and Jupiter sextiling coming together. Jupiter expands everything, and it's now expanding Venus, which is love, romance, those things you desire and care for. It's also your financial situation, so watch for it on the 28th. And I'd also like to say the same Venus is then starting to form an aspect that will be exact 2 days later on the 30th with Pluto and by trine. So I expect things to really pick up with intensity, passion, and put all those 3 planets there together. I think you're going to have a beautiful last couple of days of this month. So enjoy it to the fullest. Now these outer planets, they're not still doing too much. They're lingering, they're transiting very slowly. But we do have Uranus is going to go retrograde here on July 17th. So she's going to slow down in your 2nd house. It's been on the forward move here these last few months and has been changing, as many of you have seen, kind of it's jolted your financial income. Then he's going to slow down, but it will only be a few months while everything else is in the works. We have that Saturn going direct from July 9th. We have Neptune and Pluto still retrograding and will be throughout the month. Pluto in your 12th, Neptune in your 1st house, sleeping, and being joined by Uranus there. So, but I would like to say, have fun this month. The 5th house is all about you catching up with free time, spare time, doing things that you love. Go and hang out with your friends. You might meet a lot of new friends this month as you're out and about, Pisces. It's the creative house, so for those of you who are music lovers, theater lovers, artists, and so forth, this is your month. So I'd say go for it. Reach for the stars. And I will see you next month. And before you go, listen to your moon sign and rising sign. The moon sign will give you a little insight what's going to be going on with you more on the emotional, sensitive side. Your rising sign will give you a little bit more scope on what's coming up that you can start putting out there. So I'll see you next month. Bye now.